And we're live. Hola, mi amigos. Hi, friends. Surprise live. And I'm still here in Wisconsin, but soon to be, you saw my announcement, in Nepal and India. You're coming with me. You want to climb Mount Everest? Well, to the base camp with me. And there's far more adventure and humanitarian vision and food and new friends, and just it's gonna be an amazing expedition. Welcome to the Courageous Heart Expedition. If you haven't seen my announcement, check out the video pinned here at the top of Facebook. This will also go on to YouTube today. And I am so thrilled to be able to share this news with you. And I love this theme. Worry and faith, they cannot coexist. And this is very relatable to people. Worrying is actually blocking what we desire. And if you really let that land, as I thought, what a great topic. Worrying, stress, anxiety, rumination. In our series on emotional mastery, we talk a lot about how we leech our life force, how we are losing, bleeding out our precious energy, which is the most valuable currency that we have to wield in this existence, to create, to generate. We want to claim that back or patch the holes in the boat. And worrying is, I would say, number one way to lose your power, to lose your life force. And when you let it land, worrying is basically saying, I don't trust God, source, creator, higher power. I don't trust. And then, therefore, there's a spinning mind, sleepless nights, you name it. People give themselves health problems, medical problems from worrying. So if you really trust, there's the wind. If you really trust, you have faith and know, then worrying will not be in your world. And I've been extremely having the opportunity to be challenged the last 6 weeks. So 6 weeks ago today, I drew my line in the sand, and I'll tell more about this in the coming days. Also documenting everything on film, behind the scenes, and my first book, which is flowing out of me so effortlessly. I just feel like when you get the ego out of the way, it's like, woo, flow state, perpetual flow state. That's true communion with God. It's just the ideas, everything comes like whoosh. Once we get the ego mind identity out of the way. What do they say? Ego is edging God out. Absolutely. And I know for a fact, especially after my deep self-inquiry, not only was I worrying, I wasn't trusting higher power, God, source, creator, making myself, losing my life force, my energy, making myself losing my vibration, lowering my vibration, and also giving myself problems from stressing out, from worrying. And then when you do the self-inquiry and you see how the ego is blocking everything that we desire, and trust and faith is the bomb, both actually, BALM and BOMB. I have been tested in the last 6 weeks. So 6 weeks ago today was my line in the sand. I was divinely inspired. When God asks you to do something, you say yes. And so I remember the quote, one of my favorite quotes by Goethe: when one truly commits oneself, providence moves also. That happened 6 weeks ago today. I took a huge leap of faith. Okay, God, I'm all right. Am I going to trust divine inspiration, guidance? Yes, I am. Namaste, Mandeep. Hello, my friend. How are you? Hi, Jake. Yeah, say hi where you're joining. What part of the world, my friends? Soon to be in Nepal. And more coming soon on that. Yeah, definitely check out the video. I'll drop it in here. And you are invited to vicariously come with me, climb Mount Everest base camp, the tallest mountain in the world. And I feel like I've been sprinting up a summit every single day for the last 6 weeks. I'm not going to share all of that right now, but it has been extremely challenging. When I finally even get to Nepal and start climbing, like that feels like the easy part. And there's so much happening after that as well. Right? Like as soon as I get to Nepal, I am jumping into Everest. And I'll share more tomorrow behind the scenes of what does that look like, logistics. Like I have been up to my ears in logistics every single day for 6 weeks. And I want to say thank you to my visionary early stage inner circle patrons for coming with me, supporting. You saw the vision before anybody else knew about it or saw it, or before it was even visible. So thank you. And you are coming with me behind the scenes, reflections, updates, footage, live streams that nobody else is going to see. So my special group of patrons, thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. And it's going to be quite the expedition, the Courageous Heart expedition. It's taken a lot of courage. So back to the name of this, worrying and faith cannot coexist. And I have just leaned in and trusted God every single day. And I have been tested every single day. And I won't share everything that's been going on, but it's a lot. Mandeep says, faith and faith. Namaste. Yes. Choose good words. Well, this was divinely inspired as well. Truly. And I know this is a relatable theme for everyone. How many here have experienced worrying in their lives? Rumination, worrying. So worrying is about that spinny energy where you just, it's draining and it's exhausting. People give themselves ulcers and health problems from worrying. So we already know, if you truly trust and have faith and surrender, I will say, because that's absolutely what I have done now in the last 6 weeks is surrender, sometimes moment by moment. Part of it has to do with this expedition, and there's so much more beyond it. And I welcome the opportunity in my journey of self-mastery. That's why we're all here. Truly, know thyself and all thy infinite potential. And that's a big theme. It's our main directive for existence, for our lives. Know thyself and all thy infinite potential. It means expansion, growth, getting out of our comfort zone. The hero's journey, which we are all the protagonists of, our own story. We're creating it all, which means we got to take extreme responsibility. So tomorrow we're gonna have a nice deep dive into behind the scenes, like what's going on, Amie? You're just taking off halfway around the world? Yes. And if you saw the post I made earlier, I have a friend that I met 9 years ago on the Camino. That was my first pilgrimage, 40 days from France over the Pyrenees, across Spain to Santiago de Compostela, and then onto the Atlantic Ocean. A friend of mine that was walking about halfway. We'd see each other every day, sometimes have meals. He's actually in some of my videos because I did a daily video on the Camino. He's in some of them. He was part of the crazy Italians. I love them. They're just awesome, awesome people. So if you've seen some of those videos, he came to mind a few weeks ago, and I was like, I want to see what he's up to. My Italian friend, my peregrino. And I was like, hey, what are you up to? I haven't talked to you for a while. So I kept in touch for 9 years, and he said, I'm on my way to Nepal to climb Everest Base Camp. I was like, no way! That's where I'm going! And so he just sent me a video and a whole bunch of pictures too. He's been documenting his whole journey from Everest Base Camp, and in the actual base camp, not just the rock with the elevation. And I plan to go into the base camp as well. I will be interviewing summiters along the way during this trek, and they're in base camp interviewing summiters because it's a great human interest piece for sure. I mean, that's once in a lifetime right there. To summit Everest, of course I want to interview them. Anyway, so if you want to see his video, it's a couple posts down here. That's live from base camp yesterday. So he reached base camp, and I thought it was so funny. And we're going to be passing each other as he's leaving and I'm arriving. So we're going to at least be able to have a hug and a picture. Maybe I'll do a video with him, but isn't that cool? Like, I love synchronicity like that. And what are the odds you're gonna see someone that you saw, you know, every day in the Camino, a pilgrim from Italy, and yeah, he just summited yesterday, so I'm really happy for him, really proud of him. Mandeep, he says, music in you, around you. Thank you. So yeah, I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts. I'm going to drop a few videos and links here so you can learn more about the Courageous Heart Expedition. You're invited to come with me, absolutely. And I will be sharing more tomorrow, so stay tuned for another live stream. Actually, I'm going to go live every day, and even at the airport one day. as soon as I get to, oh, you're going to like where my layover is. I'll do one there. And then I'll also be covering with live streams, video, live, whenever I have connection, because who knows how much Wi-Fi in the tea houses on the mountain will be. Yeah, I'll be sharing my journey with you, and I'm so thrilled to take you with me. A divinely inspired mission, an expedition with just the most beautiful vision, deep vision of humanitarian service attached to it too. So thank you for joining. If you're watching this on the replay, say hi, tell me where you're joining from. Check out the videos and the links here in the comments. Check out my video pinned to the page so you can learn more. And yeah, exciting times ahead. Mwah! Much love. I'll see you on the next video.